Hey everybody, one of Wisdom here. It is Thursday, March 12th, 2015. It is 4:24 in the morning. I'm having a rockin' good time here. Just completed Chapter 13, The Future of Skylands. That, of course, concludes with the epic battle against Wolfgang. And that is why Wolfgang is here joining us at the Skylanders Academy. Now, Wolfgang, as you should know if you've watched anything I've ever done with Skylander Trap Team from before the game released, E3, all the way back into the summer, Wolfgang is my most anticipated villain. And as such, what I have him trapped in is the Haunted Hatchet. And regular Wolfgang is going to stay in the Haunted Hatchet. The reason for that, you're like, wait, you know, he's going to have better numbers. You should know that. You do Villainography. The thing is, 99% of the time, I prefer the stock aesthetic. I can't say I hate the evolved ones all. Some of them have actually been kind of cool. I still prefer stock, but in the event that he gets like just wrecked by whatever the evolution does to him, I always want to have this version of Wolfgang available to me. So that's the way I'm going to go. I actually have adequate undead traps to do this, especially since I'll be putting the evolved Wolfgang into the legendary spectral skull. So Haunted Hatchet, it will always be regular old Wolfgang. So this is what he looks like. It's pretty awesome. He's pretty intimidating. He's kind of got that like British rocker flair to him. He's of course got his like haunted harp there. Jump, pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. Primary attack, it is what I dubbed the Harp Smash. In part, I was going to call it the Slam, but he actually has said Harp Smash before. So it will deal 286 on the standard, and then of course if you were to do the math on that, you would be sitting at a critical hit of 429, which is pretty salty. I don't know that we can see it, but I will try a few times for you. There is one other thing that is very important with the Harp Smash, and where, like, I think I was initially going to call it the Harp Swing, because that's basically what he's doing. There was our critical at 429. Now check this out though. If you jump and then execute the primary attack, you hear him say Harp Smash there too. So very cool. 286, 429. I think that also has a higher tendency to be a, you know, critical hit, but that's just me. 286 to 429 there. Secondary attack, I call it the Power Slide. It looks like this. Basically your traditional, you know, slide across the stage rock maneuver. So damage numbers are going to be 204, half of that is 102, so combine that, and we'd have a critical of 306. There it was right there, that worked out nicely. Now, I was kind of hoping we'd have more of like what he did in the battle. That would have just been awesome, especially like the rainbow silhouettes and all the stage effects and everything. But his tertiary attack is awesome. If you're sitting there saying, wait, what are you talking about? You know, you've shown me his two attacks. Doom Raiders, or the supervillains, have the tertiary attack, that third attack. A lot of people are oblivious to that, and that's sad because you're missing out on some awesome stuff. In his case, it's what I call the guitar solo. It's important to note he's got, I believe, 3 unique tones that he will play while you do this. The most important thing about this, there's actually 2 things. Number 1, you can spam this. I mean, you can just hold down whatever button it is on your console, and he will continuously belt out the music notes. They do 102 to 153 damage. But the bigger deal for me is this is not only incredible range, but it is a true screen cleaner. You can rotate while you play, and that means you can send the music notes any direction you want to, and it's just a fantastic deal. So let's go ahead and you pay attention to the damage numbers. Again, it's 102 to 153, and listen closely to the tune, and I'll kind of this first time spin around, and I will show you the range and the screen filling abilities he's got. That's Symphony of Pain. You can pay attention to the tune. Note how rapid fire they are. Now as I start to rotate, pay attention because we're going to deck both of the dummies on the far side easily. Note that the notes are also going past that. We've got notes all around this. You can see there they last a little bit. They'll still hone in and do damage. It's awesome. So that was tune, we'll just say 1, Symphony of Pain. See if we get a new one. Yeah, so we'll call this 1, 2, 3, 4, just for reference. All right, so let's see if we get tune 3 here. It's kind of the darker and deeper one, if you will.
Let there be rock.
Yeah, I think he said that's heavy rock or something. I would agree. It's kind of like the ominous power ballad type tones going on. So 3 tunes there. Let's see. Should go back to one of the previous ones.
Time for a solo.
Yeah. So there's 3 tunes that I know of. They're all awesome. Again, the range on this thing. Let's see if we can stand here and hit the far dummy. We should be able to.
Let there be rock.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is the best range in the entire game that I have seen thus far. And like I said, you can basically have the notes all around you, and then you can come in and you can do your harp slam. It's just, he is an awesome character as is. Now, as bonus content for you, what I'm going to do, we'll come over here. A lot of people have asked me about this type of thing. We've got him in the Haunted Hatchet. So, I'm going to pull the Haunted Hatchet, set it down on the Wii balance board, because that's what's in front of me. And I've got the legendary Spectral Skull here. I'm going to throw it in the portal. Oh, I thought I'd put that in before. Anyway, so at least you know it's new. And we're going to come over here. Alright, we're going to slide all the way over.
Rage Mage!
Oh, I'm going to do Rage Mage next.
Gross Wolfgang.
He will sometimes howl whenever he does the guitar solos as well. So his music is edgy, sharp, steel edgy. So we're going to go ahead and put him in this track.
Wolfgang.
Alright, so here he is. And now, this is the legendary Spectral Skull. You just thought I'm going to use it to actually have the evolved form of Wolfgang that we're going to get from the quest in Chapter 13. Slayer, who was it? Slayer Zero? Not Slayer. Forge? Let me actually go back. I think the chat's still open on the stream. Give him credit for this. Yeah, Forge Zero followed me on Twitch tonight, joined in on the live stream, and he told me the aesthetic is going to be silver, and he also told me that the hat that I was worried that we missed in the chapter is indeed in Wolfgang's quest. So when we complete Wolfgang's quest, we should get the hat, and then all I have is that winged sapphire that I showed you how to get to, so not a big deal. But this way, if I hate the aesthetic, I know I will like the increased numbers. I will have 2, the stock version you see here and the evolved version always available to you. So that said, I'm going to end this here. I'm going to come in, we're going to check out Rage Mage real quick, and then I'm going to venture off back to the future of Skylands, take care of these quests, grab that winged sapphire, and then we'll come back and wrap up their Villainography with their evolved form. So take those links at the top, and again, they will take you to my site or the Skylander Club Forum. You can see the stock numbers, the evolved numbers, the chapter that you capture, the chapter of the quest, Wolfgang's case. They're both 13, and most importantly, you can just kind of archive that and enjoy the Villainography. So stay tuned, we will be back to check out Wolfgang's quest. Hey everybody, Weezum here. We're in chapter 13, the future of Skylands. I think this is called Containment Corner. You come in on this taxi, it's where you take that boost pad by the fire gate, takes you to the storage scroll, and then right here you can go on and get the treasure chest. This will be Wolfgang's quest though, so let's see what we got going on here.
Wolfgang! So glad you're back! As a good guy now, I mean. Anyway, see all these imps running around? They've caused a major problem for one of our colonies, and we need the power of your music to get rid of them. Will you help us?
Now, this is important to note, this is my Wolfgang in the legendary Spectral Skull. So, Haunted Hatchet will remain regular, but this actually is one of the quests, unlike Rage Mage where you just show up and it happens basically. It looks like this one we will have to do something in, so we'll take a look at that.
Just look at all these Lockmaster imps. They have been eating this mysterious blue grain, which makes them multiply at an alarming rate. Makes them pretty crazy, too. And if these trends continue, oh boy. But since you're the former emperor, they might just respond to your music. So all you need to do is lead them to the vacuum droid quickly enough to avert this certain catastrophe. Might try taking out those grain sacks, too, just to get their attention.
3, 2,
Okay.
1, go!
So 10 minutes, 100 imps. It's important to note when you come through here this chapter the first time, you will actually, what was I gonna say? Note that he says, basically he calls you the former emperor, just like he did in that introduction. So I guess they base that around the fact
Now just lead the imps to the vacuum.
that you, oh, there's a vacuum right there. I guess they base that around the fact that essentially you are, you know, not supposed to, I guess, engage until after, so it's just kind of one of those like little misunderstandings, I guess. But basically, I mean, now it makes sense he's the former emperor when we replay, but it didn't make sense to be the former emperor when he's currently not been defeated, if you follow my drift. So let's see if we can get all these guys to a vacuum. Still sitting around.
You captured an imp!
Captured a lot of imps.
Open!
Alright, let's see. I guess the vacuum will come with us. Is there still some? Still a couple of these nut jobs. Let's see if we can get him to follow us. He's a big imp. He should count for like 3 regular imps, right? Come on, this way, gentlemen. I don't know if there's like an exact number or there's like a lot of overage. So I don't know why I've just been doing the primary attack. The tertiary would actually be the best, wouldn't it?
You captured an imp!
Alright, let's see. They should follow me now. Right into the vacuum. Okay. We're almost halfway there, so I feel like we're making decent time. Can't guarantee that's the case. But, oh, I keep trying to just attack them. I don't know why. Alright, so follow me, home slice. There you go. I still like it. This future money is just really cool. Alright, so is that vacuum gonna come over here? Alright, so they're gonna hone in on that. And then this. How awesome is that? Okay, anyway. I'll just let them, I'm gonna pick this loot up while they get sucked around, I guess. Alright, so 57, okay, we got some stragglers here. Let me make sure we don't have like a large cluster of them left behind or something. Okay, we're good, we're good. So we're gonna move on this way. I think we're still making decent time, as best I would know. How many hits does that bag of blue-green take? I guess we'll do it the boring way. Harp slam. Spiced it up a bit. Okay, so they actually got sucked up before we broke the grain bags. That's okay. I guess now there's a power grid.
That lowered the energy barrier.
Alright, so we can go that way. We need 31. I guess if there's any stragglers between here and there, we might be able to pick them up.
A symphony of pain!
That thing bothered me. Well, now I gotta grab that. You know it's a bad habit of mine. So, anyway, we should be okay.
Those imps are getting angry.
Oh, like I care. There's a vacuum right here. That's just like an added bonus. I thought we were gonna have to go all the way over there. Just come get angry right in this direction, gentlemen. They move at such odd speeds together. I know there's one. Okay, there he is. That's right. Come try to bite me. Okay. That, I don't see any others. It'd be great if some more just hopped over the rail there. Okay, so that's not gonna happen. Well, I guess a couple. I'm not gonna argue with that. Alright, let's see if we can just get the vacuum to come over here. Maybe get like a larger group of them or something. Okay, we got a battle in here, so let's just do this instead. That's kind of more my... Okay, yeah, there's, I think, gonna be well more than 100 of them. They make it impossible to smash that. Okay, so where's the vacuum? I'm attacking everybody because it's fun, but I need that stupid little vacuum. I guess that's a safe house. Okay, it's right here in the middle. So, yeah, we should... No problem on this thing. Let me make sure I was going to go around and explore this.
You got rid of those imps and saved us all from
Okay, pay attention. That's his awesome aesthetic that I know that we like.
last known coordinates here.
Let's see what he looks like now. I don't know if I'm going to like it.
Even though you were a cruel and oppressive
Oh, there's the
leader,
hat we
you're
need.
actually not such a bad fellow, and you're certainly good at getting rid of imps. So here, take this reward.
I'd prefer to just have the damage.
A symphony of pain.
Yeah, I liked regular better. This isn't horrible. Maybe we're getting better light or something. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the gold chains. You know, I prefer like natural steel colored chain. I don't really like the red boots as well. Can't even tell like what color his pants are now. They used to be like black leather, which was kind of cool. I mean, this isn't awful, but it's not as good as what you see in the lower left-hand corner. Is what I'm getting at. So that said, we have a hat here. We need this for what we missed, which all we really missed is this, which I couldn't get to because I do the villains later. Plus, I couldn't have done this anyway because we didn't have him. So let's go ahead and see what hat is in here. Hopefully, it has good stats. Is that tinfoil or something? Ha! It is. So plus 10 armor, plus 15 elemental power, and it's super shiny and might increase our reception. So, sure.
Yes.
So we'll put that hat on Silver Wolfgang now because he's silver too. That said, this way over here, that pedestal there. Whoa! Didn't know we could hurdle that. Has the treasure chest if you go through here. But I guess I will complete this chapter, and I actually have to, I guess, record getting the winged sapphire, even though I kind of told everyone how to do it. So I'll do that for the what we missed, and then we'll come back to the academy, and we will take a look at Wolfgang's evolved attack damage number. So stay tuned for that. Hey everybody, One of Weezem here. It is Sunday, March 15th, 2015. It has been a few days, just, I don't know, I think I did probably Wednesday or Thursday night, when we went through Chapter 13, and we battled Wolfgang there in the future of Skylanders, and of course we went back to Chapter 13, completed his quest. Personally, I liked his standard form better. He actually doesn't look horrible. This is kind of more of like, actually kind of a true-to-form wolf color. At least from what I have seen in nature, so that's kind of one perk. The sad thing is, I hate gold. His chains went to gold. That's kind of a buzzkill. I also liked his black pants. This is kind of more of like a, I don't know, scarlet or crimson red, I guess you would call it. If he looks weird up front, I put the tinfoil hat on him. People always complain that I don't wear hats and stuff. So anyway, that is what he looks like. The, I guess, natural color is kind of cool. I personally think it would have looked better with the black pants. Maybe do something to make his face, I guess his face stands out pretty well. I mean, he looks a lot like a wolf there. Which, I mean, I'm talking like, you know, a nature, a real wolf type situation. So that's kind of cool. The chains, I think they did the gold so it would like stand out a little bit more. I think the, you know, like standard metallic chain link look would have probably blended in a little too bad. The harp is the same. You can see the sweet blade at the top of it. But again, for me personally, I prefer the stock aesthetic. He's not quite as quick as some of the villains. We just did Rage Mage's evolve form, so that may have something to do with it. But he's fairly quick for his size, and again, he's got kind of like that built upper body look. He's got the rock star vibe going. He's got a great intro when he comes into the game. That said, since he is a Doom Raider or a super villain, he doesn't have one, not two, but three attacks. It's important to remember that they do have that tertiary attack. Primary attack is what I call the harp smash. I think he actually states that as well. 286 to 429 is what you get whenever you swing it around stock. Now evolved, he is doing 372, as you can see there. On the critical side, it is, I already know, but I'm wanting you to see it, 558. We got it with the smash. So evolved goes from 289 to 372, and the critical side goes from 429 to 558. If you're just within range, he's gonna, kind of swing forward, if you will. However, if you jump, he will always do the harp smash, which is awesome. I wish there was a way that he would kind of mimic what he did with like the silhouettes, in the actual boss battle. That would be really cool. But not too bad as is his power slide stock, 204 to 306. It had a nice increase. We'll see if you can see it for yourself. That was a 266. If you do the math, half of that is 133. And 133 and 266 equals, it actually seems like this has a good range too. 133 and 266 is going to equal, come on buddy, I'm trying to make you look cool, but you're not cooperating. 133 and 266 is going to equate to a number that is greater than the standard amount by half, which you didn't really see it. I think you saw a part of it. It was covered up by a wall up there. 399. So obviously you don't see the critical too often, but it is 399. Now sometimes I've been able to get 2 hits on the dummy. Before the camera, not the camera, but before I was actually recording tonight, I was able to slide a pretty good distance away from the dummy. Not a direct hit, there's our critical again, but usually, you want to do a direct hit, but I was able to slide kind of to the side, and I was getting pretty lenient numbers given out. But anyway, you get the feel for it. 266, 399. I kind of felt like the music might have changed for those two, but I'm not sure. And then the sad thing, it didn't change for the tertiary attack. Tertiary attack is awesome. It's what I call a guitar solo. It was 102 to 153, and you can basically just spam it, make it infinite. So rock and roll all night, if you will. So what he's doing in his evolved form, 133 to 199 with the sweet tracks and the vocals in this one. If you stop, he will go to another track. That's the heavy rock one right there's my personal favorite from Wolfgang. Note that he can spin around, so you can really basically just kind of make this the epicenter and eradicate things around you. These notes have the best range of anything I've seen in the game. Pay attention to that far dummy. They are circling beyond him. They will expire at some point. They kind of, they don't like hop through a wall or anything, but they've got incredible range. Our final sound, that's heavy rock again. That's kind of like the quick lightning strike, if you will.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And there you go. It's kind of like your Guns N' Roses type sound going. So that is that. That is Wolfgang fully evolved. He is pretty much my favorite, not only Doom Raider, but villain at this point in time. Did not disappoint. He had a great boss fight. Again, as a bonus for you, whenever I went back through Chapter 13 to take care of he and Rage Mage's quest, I wasn't recording anything. I was just playing around. And of course, I recorded where we missed the Winged Sapphire, which I saw it. I just couldn't get to it the first time. But got that taken care of. And then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go through here with Elite Chop Chop and evolved Wolfgang in the boss battle, and I did, and I thought, that might be worth recording, and so I did. No commentary, but I put that out on the channel probably Friday or Saturday. If you haven't seen that, be sure to check it out, especially if you are a fan of Wolfgang like myself. So that said, I will probably use him quite a bit in game. He's going to be my go-to villain just because he's awesome. And he doesn't necessarily have the highest attack damage numbers out there, but he makes up for it just by being awesome. I mean, all his attacks should basically do 5 to 8 and then evolve to 10 to 15, and I still probably play him the most. He is someone that, in my opinion, definitely needs to have a dedicated figure for the future of Skylands, if you will. Crankcase is another one that comes to mind. There's a few others. Obviously, I hadn't captured all of them just yet. That said, today, March 15th, just as an update for you. GameStop should have gotten the Easter guys in. There's a good chance they didn't, but they would be coming sometime this week. Wave 4 is coming very quick. It's going to have some cool characters. I hope to get my hands on Bat Spin, High Five, Rocky Roll, more importantly Thunderhead. That's going to be awesome. So all kinds of good stuff coming, particularly if we can actually get our hands on that stuff. So we'll see how that goes down. Obviously, as I get stuff in, I will unbox it, introduce it, have some fun with it. That's kind of one of the reasons I slowed the playthrough down. I don't want to like burn through the game with only Wave 1 and 2. I kind of want to have Thunderbolt or Thunderhead, and then I want Rocky Roll. I'd like to have Enigma. Obviously, there's going to be like a Whamshell release in June. I might not wait it out, but I like to have all the characters kind of go through the blind playthrough. May not happen, I don't know, it just depends when they release everything, but that's kind of my logic, and so that's kind of why I mix in some stuff here and there. That said, Wolfgang is awesome. Like I said, you should see him quite a bit. He is the only villain I have done this for. My Spectral Skull, the legendary Spectral Skull, I should say, has evolved Wolfgang, and then the Haunted Hatchet, I kind of thought, you know, like an axe and a guitar made sense. I went ahead and I threw that in for standard Wolfgang, so I have access to both at a moment's notice. So essentially, I can play with regular Wolfgang. If he times out and I haven't had my fill of rock, I can go to evolved Wolfgang. So that said, as always, thanks for watching. Make sure you are subscribed. If you enjoy this, leave a like, leave a comment, tell your friends, have them subscribe and join in on the fun. In particularly, if you're a big fan of Skylanders, I actually live stream the game. Not many people do that. And make sure to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/oneofwisdom. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. If you take those links at the top of the video description box, you can go to my site, oneofwisdom.com, or the Skylander Club Forum. You can see the attack damage number spreadsheet for Wolfgang there. We cover his attacks, what I named them, the stock and evolved damage, and of course his chapters that you capture, and the chapters for the quest, which in his case it's simple and sweet. It is chapter 13. That said, once again, thanks for watching. For myself and evolved Wolfgang, we will catch you later, and as Wolfgang would say, rock on.
A symphony of pain.